All right. Good morning, Bobcats fans. Jason Lawley here, getting ready to bring you another 18U Elite Bobcats game. Cats taking on the AHU Silver Knights out of Gilbert, second coldest rink in the league, outside of the Apex rink in Scottsdale. Cats will look to try to maintain the hot streak they've been on, coming off a championship win last weekend during the President's Weekend tournament, and then this past Friday beating a very good Mission Red team to take the season series, a Tier 2 team at that. Cats met this AHU team in the round robin, defeated them in the third game of the round robin. Going away, there was some bad blood in that game. Near the end, one referee, we're still waiting for the other referee, might be starting with a single. I would have known, I would have brought my own gear. Reese Curry again with the start. He's been hot. Fast game for the 18s to have a single referee, but looks like it'll be Gamez, Kim, and Baxter to get started. Kustadina and Nathalie. Are indeed going with one. One ref. And we're off. That's one back. Kustadina grabs it. He'll feed it over to Arj. Arj comes up off the boards to Baxter, but eludes him. That cut comes all the way through. That'll be icing. So referees will ask for a lot of help here from the players. When we have things like icing, they'll be asking the goalies and the defensemen to retrieve the puck. That's won by the Knights. They'll feed it up to the red line that comes in. Curry easily turns that aside. Athalia comes back behind Costadina. Costadina lines up the situation, goes in direct to Kim. Kim has it now. Kim, cross ice, finds Athalia, who has some speed. Will dump it deep. Now Baxter and Athalia both after it. That puck comes around, chipped up and out, so no icing. Costadina just reverses it, finds Ryan Kim. Kim comes back to Athalia. Athalia goes cross ice, looks to get Kim in the middle, but taken by the Knights as they'll come in. Toe drag to the center. That shot now covered up by Curry. Harmon will take this draw up high off the glass now to the corner. Up looking for Chakart. He battles with it. Now to the slot, and Lawley blocks that. Now here come the Knights again off the boards and turned aside by Curry. Lewis spins away from the puck, but spins away from the defenseman, but loses the puck. Now fed behind the net. Lawley up the left-hand side. Leaves it, taken now by the slot. That eludes the Knights player. Now pushed down low. Lewis. Now to the center, and Lawley gets a skate on it. Harmon now will set up behind the net. Harmon backhands it up and gets it out. Now the Knights come through. Puck sitting there. Lawley chips it down as he's going to get off. Cats get a whole change as that puck fed in. Comes all the way back to Wetzel. Wetzel behind the net, feeds it to Bell. Bell feeds it up, but good read by the AHU. So take that, feed it away. Cats now come up, they'll intercept at the blue line, and Koschel chops at it, is able to push it forward. Puck comes in, Cats recover it. Nice escape move by Wetzel. Wetzel tries to feed it up, but good active stick by the Knights, take it away, but right to Bell. Bell will go, rim it around, looking for Koschel. Koschel chops at it, and that goes up into the bench, so we'll give a stoppage. Fed in, Wetzel comes up, chops at it, comes back to the Knights. Knights get out cross ice centering feed, broken up by the Cats and pushed back out. Sabbath in pursuit. Here come the Knights in, they'll cross the blue line, go to the outside. Wetzel is able to get that away, gets it up to Merchant. Jackson chops at it, now Merchant does have it and is able to feed it up the boards, looking for Sabbath. Sabbath hacks at it, but taken by the Knights, and that's fed in. Tipped by Wetzel as Curry is able to handle that. Now here comes a breakout by the Cats as the Knights are changing. Sabbath is going to go to the right side wide. He'll fire one on net, and that's going to get gloved down. 11:01 here, period number one. Both these teams looking to get their legs going, get the lungs going, the cardio, all the things that go with a Sunday morning. And we do get the arrival of our second referee as Athalia reverses. Costadina waiting for things to get set up. Costadina goes one way, now the other. Now he's going to go back and has some trouble with it now. Gets it over to Athalyi. Athalyi feeds it up to Gamez. Gamez goes indirect, looking for Baxter. First of 2 games for David Baxter. We'll talk about that in a little bit and explain why. That's on net. Costadina deflects it. Feeds it over to Baxter. Baxter chips it up and glove down and now kicked up by Gamez. Gamez going to go wide, drop, and Kim comes in, shoots one, goes wide. Baxter locks up with his man, but it's fed out. Here comes a breakaway. In alone shot, Curry with the save. Oh, that's fed around. Kim drops it, finds Roberto Gamez. Gamez cuts back nicely with now finds himself with space. Goes across ice looking for Costadina, but just out of his reach. Out comes through, drop pass to Kim. Kim Baxter play catch with it down low. Knights looking to have a floater. And now here comes the Knights back with 2-on-1 developing. Lewis is back. That's turned aside. Fed back up, held in at the blue line, but now taken by Horman. Horman has Alfers coming with him. Backhand shot, glove down. Let's go back, look at that breakaway. A nice read there by Reese Curry. Puck comes to Alfers. Knights have it. Fed up and out. Here come the Knights back. Lawley and Lewis both back. It comes to Lawley. Lawley goes behind the net. Lawley backhands it up. He's tripped up. There's going to be a penalty coming, and we're going to get a tripping penalty. And we'll get the first power play of the game. So my trick is whichever team the penalty is on, you find their goalie and you go. I know it's silly, it seems like it should be a simple. Back to Lawley. He'll go behind the net to Costadina, who caught an edge. Nate, though, gets up and gets an OPA call from the bench. Now here comes Horman. Horman cuts through the centers, but knocked away from him. Costadina's going to get off, though, as that comes off the skate. So not much for that power play. See if the other power play has a little more OPA, if you will. Looks like it's going to be Alfers, Gonzalez, and Gamez with Wetzel and Athalyi. Now to Gamez. Gamez pulls up the blue line, feeds across to Alfers. Alfers tries to go through, but taken away from him now. Comes up and fed up high into the bench. Of course, even if that had gone over the glass, no delay of game penalty, except if the goalie shoots the puck out without it being touched or hitting the glass. That is a delay of game. That'll be changing though next year. And they're getting rid of that stipulation, so there was no delay of games for any time. Got to Athalyi. Athalyi shot, glove down. 50 seconds left on the advantage. Gamez will step in, take this draw on the right hand to Arge. Arge at the blue line. Goes down low to Gamez into the half-boards. Now down low to Alfers. Alfers sets up shop, finds Gamez. Gamez, Alfers play catch. Gamez cuts to the center. Alfers doesn't like what he sees, so he's going to come back up to the top to Athali. Athali still has it. Athali comes down low. Back to Athali again. Athali goes indirect down to Gamez. Gamez and Alfers switch. Now Gamez decides to switch sides. He's going to go try the other side. Puts it down low to Gonzalez. Gonzalez, that centering pass though blocked, and here come the Knights back the other way. 2 seconds left. Knights going to be back on full strength as Gamez able to step in and put a shoulder into one of the players from the Knights. Now comes over to Koschel. Koschel feeds it up, but just missed on the pass, so the puck goes all the way down, recovered by the Knights. Now here come the Knights back the other way. Good stick. Didn't see who had that, but a good feeds it over. It's like Adams. Now that's going to be fed down the ice. That's going to be icing. Face off. One back to Lewis. Lewis feeds it towards the net. It goes wide. Now back up to Bell. Bell puts one on net, turned aside. Comes back up. Lewis is there, but he has company, so the puck comes out. Lewis feeds it back to Bell. Bell one touches it to Koschel. Koschel works it back to Lewis. Lewis tries to go forward, but it's off the skate. And when the Knights player caught an edge, went into the boards heavy, but he's back up. Lewis feeds it up to Bell. Bell's going to come back and reverse it. Back to Lewis. Lewis fed up and intercepted momentarily. Now it does come forward. Looks like that's Merchant. Merchant goes down into the corner, feeds it back. Koschel's shot, and that deflects wide. Behind the net, comes out to Lawley. Lawley tries to backhand it up, but it's blocked down. Now Lawley still with it, going low. Puck comes up and held in. Koschel comes in. Costadina comes on. Costadina races over. He's able to hold it in. Nice job by Nate. Now comes through the center down low. Centering pass comes all the way through, and I didn't see who that was. Somebody got hit from the Cats. That comes up to Lawley. Lawley, he'll try one. That's tipped and goes wide. Costadina activates. Costadina's going to go deep. And now we get a stoppage. Must be a net dislodged, and indeed, that's the indication. Good pressure there by the Cats. Probably the best pressure they've had this first period. Face off. Fed over the stick of Costadina. Costadina, though, gets a stick on it with that good poke check. Now he's going to retrieve the puck behind the net. Reverses it right to Horman. Horman, don't think that was planned, but it worked. Now Lawley comes in. They're continuing the battle for it. Fed up, but taken by the Knights. It'll come down low around Costadina. Feeds it up. Now the Knights will go all the way out to the point. Long shot comes in, and Curry with the kick save. That shot got all the way through. Now chipped up. Here comes David Baxter. Baxter comes in all alone. Shot and glove save. Let's go back and look at that shot that Reese Curry faced from the point. Came all the way through. Not sure Curry saw that as much as felt it, and when he did, he was able to kick that left pad and get that puck out of the zone, or at least out of. That's fed in. Gamez, first one there. Roberto down low, centering pass, looking to go off the back of the goalie by Gonzalez. Got a cross now, and now comes in, and Curry's able to glove that one down. Thali goes off the backboards, comes all the way around to Gonzalez. Gonzalez spins, passes it, gets it up and out of the zone, but now taken by the Knights. Knights come in 2-on-1, but Wetzel's able to intercept it. Come back the other way. Wetzel feeds it across to Gonzalez. Gonzalez cuts through to the center, drops it, but trickles aside and goes to the backboards. Knights now take it. They'll go with the long pass coming up to Athalyi. He's able to kick it, the puck down, but taken by the Knights. Knights circle back to the point, cross ice feed, doesn't connect. Now that shot, rising shot, just missed, goes up and out. Cats look to get a change. Knights come in. Now fed up to Harmon. Harmon. Wetzel feeds it forward, looking for Kochel, but doesn't connect, and that puck comes down to Lewis. Lewis cuts to the center. Now Lewis right in front of the goalie with a little bit of problems, but he's able to work that out. Fed up. Looking for Shackart. Shackart. Now that's fed up and onto the wall, back onto the ice. We'll get a stoppage. Outside of the Cats offensive zone. Kochel pushes it deep, but taken by the Knights. That's fed up to Lewis. Lewis gets to the center. Back out to Lewis. Lewis feeds one towards the net. Deflects, goes wide. Alfers is there. Alfers centers. Comes back to Lewis. Lewis one-timer. Deflects it in front. And then now the Knights come out with it. And they'll feed it a whistle. Harmon will step in, take this draw in the offensive zone. Clean win, back to Costadina's shot, turned aside by the Knights goalie. Now Lawley backhands it up and to Kim, and he can't quite keep it in as him. Pulls the puck back, couple nice feed. Get it over, looking for Lawley, and now chip back down. Takes it, Costadina, backhands it around to Baxter. Baxter feeds it up to Lawley, who loses it. Fed up, now Harmon enters the zone. Back to Baxter, now to Harmon. Harmon, turnaround shot goes just wide. Lawley activates, and that is the end of period number 1. 0-0, the tie. We're back in 60 seconds. right, welcome back. Period 2. About to get underway. No score. That shot and goes up and wide by the Knights. Fed down below with Ollie. Reverses with Ollie out of Costadina. Costadina feeds it up and chipped up and out. Gamez tries to make a move now. He's able to recover the puck. Gamez, though, has 2 players on him on the half boards, and that's taken away. And here come the Knights back. Knights drop pass. Cut to the center. One-time shot, and Curry turns that one aside. Now fed up and forward, and here comes Roberto Gamez. Gamez comes in. Gamez goes inside out. Now goes wide. Drop pass down low. Shot. Covered up. Nice brotherly love hug there. Sunday morning. Nice move by Gamez. Found Gonzalez cutting through. Sabbath digs at it. Now, Koschel is able to work that puck away, but knocked off a Sabbath stick. Fed across to Shakart. Shakart tries to feed it in, but healed it a little bit. Comes back to the center. Shakart feeds it back to Bell. Bell off the board. Comes right back to Colton. He cuts to the center. Now spins. Nice drop pass. Trying to push it in deep, looking for Sabbath. Puck comes all the way out. Wetzel is going to find Sabbath on the half boards. Back to Shakart. Shakart tried to rim it around, but it was deflected. Now Sabbath in pursuit. Sabbath knocks it back. Centering pass comes through just in front of Koschel. And now here come the Knights back the other way. Puck goes in the slot, and that's tipped and goes up and wide. Good transition by the Knights. Now turnaround shot, and Curry decides he's just going to cover this one up. Up to the point and deflects, and actually on net, Curry quickly covers it. Division II High School Championship is tonight at the Mullet. If you're looking for something to do, that comes to David Baxter. He'll feed it up to Harmon. Harmon comes through, backhander, comes over and just past Baxter. Comes up to Lewis. Lewis has little problems with it, now fed up by the Knights. Knights come in, Lolly's back, that shot, and turned aside by Curry. Chopped out by Lolly, but held on to. Centering pass, fanned on. Now here comes Harmon back the other way. He's got Baxter cut into the center, and Baxter off sides as Harmon pulled up at the blue line. So Division II High School Hockey Championship, Corona versus Mountain Ridge. Mountain Ridge also in the Division I Championship. David Baxter Jr. playing for Corona, one of their leading scorers, to try to take his team to win that High School D2 championship. As that puck is fed out, that's going to be on net though, so no icing. Lolly is back, and now we get a whistle as Curry decides just to cover it up. Corona's been dominant this year. Had one brief stretch of games where weren't playing how they wanted, but besides that, had a very good season. We talked about it. Doesn't matter what level you're at, winning a championship is always hard. We saw that with the Cats last weekend. As that comes out to Costadina. Costadina gets that back. Now fed back in. Athalyi feeds that up to Alfers. Alfers tries to hit it off the boards, but it stayed in now. Intercepted in front by Athalyi. Good stick. Athalyi goes indirect. Tried to feed himself, but couldn't get it up. Now Alfers chips it up, and now Tanner's after it. Alfers in pursuit. That's up off the glass and out as Costadina comes back, but that's going to be offsides, I think. Offsides, I think. Backhander comes in to Wetzel. He'll go behind the net. Drops it back, but taken by the Knights. That comes to the slot. Shot, still loose, and score by the Knights. That puck. By the Knights. That puck got tied up in a gaggle of players. Popped out to the right-hand side. And with 10:53 here in period number one, that'll make it 1-0. We'll see if that We'll see if that wakes the Cats up. They've been a little slow so far. Today, puck's fed deep. Lewis rims it around, but held in at the half boards. Now to Gonzalez. Crucial's still there. Now Lawley is able to knock it away momentarily. Turnaround shot goes just wide. Comes back to the slot and all the way through, backhander up and over the net. Now taken. Lawley is able to flip that, but not out. Now Lawley does get it up and out. Lawley chases after it. Centers it, but too far for everybody. Comes back to Gonzalez. Gonzalez puts it forward and now flip down the ice. That'll be icing. Should also mention the Division III and JV championships also tonight. One wristband gets you 3 games at the Mullet. That comes through, intercepted. Baxter back to Corman, whose shot's blocked in front. Good awareness as well. Found Harmon, but that shot blocked by a sprawling sprawling Silver Knights player. Now taken by Baxter. Baxter tries the center. Blocked. Harmon chips it up, and Baxter gets it over to Costadina. Costadina to Harmon. Shot. Floater. Had a chance, but a good reaction by the Knights goalie as that goes wide. Cats force the turnover. Come back the other way. Harmon sort of partially fanned on it, but had a chance. There's Braden will step in and take this face off. Cats win it, they go down low. Harmon with it, Harmon circles behind the net, centers, backhand shot by Baxter, glove save. Another shot, that's turned aside with a blocker. Good pressure by this Cats team, and now here comes the breakaway shot. Curry with the save. This game's opened up a little bit, back to Kim. Kim tries to feed it forward, now Costadina has it. Costadina comes in, he'll try a shot, that's turned aside with the pads. Costadina still with it. Costadina feeds it to Athalie. Athalie's shot is going to go wide. Baxter activates. David takes a look down low, finds Harmon. Harmon goes back out to Arjun Athalie. Athalie over to Costadina, but it has it taken away from him, and then Nate gets it right back. And here comes the Cats back again as Harmon has that knocked off his stick. Braden takes it, circles. He'll come back the other way, gain the red line. He'll just put it deep as he's at the end of his shift and needs to get off. Merchant comes on from the bench, gets a stick on it momentarily. Now Jackson's able to work it away as they battle for it. Puck does come out to Kim. Kim puts it in deep. Merchant again in pursuit. Now fed down the ice. Wetzel is there. He'll feed it over to Bell. Bell at the red line. Bell feeds it in. It's going to come in, go on net. Steered to the backboards. Now it comes up. Wetzel tries to keep it in. Looks like he does. Gamma's shot turned aside. Now here comes Bell. Bell to the dot. She takes a shot. That comes right to the center. Shackart gets it. Tries to feed it up. Held in. Merchant tried to put it behind them, but it came off a skate. Now the try to ice it as they need to get off. The Knights do. Wetzel has company though. Fed around to Merchant. Merchant center right in front. Curry is able to save that. Now here comes Gamez. Gamez goes inside out. Gamez now goes to the outside. He'll spin back, looking for somebody coming off the bench. Tries to feed it over, looking for Sabbath. Just missed with that pass, and now the offsides happens. Let's go back. We had a replay. Harmon found Baxter right in front. Had a great opportunity. Good glove save. Faceoff will come at center ice. Puck comes down low. Lawley and Lewis race after it. Alfers, they'll just flip it up, and we get another puck into the rafters, so we get a stoppage. Puck will come back down low. Nice 60 degree there by Tanner. Comes down low. Lewis, Sabbath. Sabbath tries to feed it over, but good job by the Knights. Lawley into the corner. He'll get it up to Sabbath. Sabbath cuts to the center. Now over to Alfers. Alfers feeds it forward and looking for Koschel. Alfers still with it, but has that puck eventually worked away from him. Lawley to Lewis now. Lewis backpedals. Lewis goes back to Lawley. Lawley is going to come forward and to Alfers. Alfers backhands it in deep. Alfers parked on the red line. Gets the flow check going. That's fed down the ice out of the icing. That puck had a lot of pace to it, but I think it hit the snow and slush down there and slowed down. Took a lot longer for the whistle. Coach Herco will put back out these Harmon line, looking for the equalizer. Baxter right in front of us. Nice job, David. Comes to Harmon. Harmon shot off the mask, trickles behind the net, still loose. Puck fed up and now out. The puck came off the goalie's mask, trickled. It was loose. Now here comes Harmon again. Braden comes to the outside. He'll build a wall. Braden still with the puck. He'll feed it up to Lawley. Lawley comes down and activates off the half boards. Chipped away from him now. Knocked down with a high stick, but touched by the Knights. And now here comes the Knights back the other way. But worked away by the Knights, but fed down. That'll be icing if it makes it, and it does. Let's go back, take a look at that opportunity. Puck was loose behind the net, or behind the goalie. .431 here in period 2. Cats down 1-0. Shot from the point, turned aside. Centering pass, actually back up to the point. That's through. Lawley clears it, gets it out to Gonzalez. Gonzalez comes up, fed across, and we get offsides. That pass just deflected at the blue line. Roberto Gamez took this face off. Gamez wins it back. Athali feeds it over to Gonzalez. Gonzalez chipped in and taken by Merchant. Merchant threw to Gamez. Gamez just had it roll off his stick. He had Gonzalez hit that back post. Now fed up behind the back pass, turned aside by the Cats. Gonzalez comes out of the scrum with it. He'll go cross ice. And now here comes Merchant. He'll just chip it on net and cover it up. Face off, back to the point, shot, tipped in front by Alfers, but it goes wide. Costadina now comes to the half boards. Up to Alfers. Alfers, one-timer, whistles wide of the net. Good job by Kochel, who's able to work that away. Now Shackart's there, and that comes just past Athaliu. Fed back to Arge, he'll just push it in deep. Here comes Kochel in. Knights come back through the center now. They're gonna cross ice, dump that, but nope, no icing. Now here comes Nate Costadina up the right-hand side, toe drag, cuts to the center, now push the puck wide, but it's intercepted. Now Alfers is able to knock his man off the puck. Shackhart feeds it back. Costadina drops it, looking for Kochel, who takes a big hit. Let's see, and now we're going to get a penalty. It's like saying you had the puck. I didn't capture that, but it's the classic definition of an unsuspecting player in a vulnerable position. So we're going to get 2-minute roughing penalty. The referee's explaining that this is how the rule looks. He's saying he probably could have given him a charging, came from a distance. Knights coaches getting an explanation. Knights come out with it, go across, but just miss. Out comes Lolly. Lolly comes up the center. Lolly's going to go wide. Toe drags, cuts to the center, rolls off of his stick though. Now fed up and held in. Back to Gonzalez. Gonzalez cross-ice pass intercepted as Lolly retreats. Lolly pass deflects. Comes all the way through, and Wetzel tips it up, has Gonzalez. Gonzalez to Gamez. Gamez cuts to the center. Gamez partially hooked as that puck's fed down the ice. That'll be icing. And it does make it. Minute 30 in the period. Minute 4 on the power play. Harmon will step in. Harmon pushes that down low. Baxter, first one there. Baxter reverses. Harmon is able to dig that out. Gets it up to Kim. Kim drops it to Lolly. Lolly back to Kim. Kim down low to Costadina. Costadina to Kim. Kim walks the blue line over to Lolly. Lolly has it to Baxter. He's in the center down low. Backhand shot by Costadina. Goes just wide. Comes up and just out past the reach of Kim. He'll circle back. 25 seconds left. Maybe time for one more rush. Comes Lolly through the center. Lolly's going to go wide. Lolly builds the wall. Lolly still with it. Back up to 30 seconds left. Down to Lolly. Lolly shot blocked. Costadina has it. Now the Knights back to full strength. Harmon, he'll try a shot. Loose in front. Lolly's there. Lolly's able to work it away. Feeds it down to Braden. Braden back to Lolly. Lolly shot, whistles wide, comes all the way around. Costadina has it. 7 seconds left. Costadina tries to feed it back to the point, but taken away from him. Now Baxter's there. Harmon has it. Harmon spins behind the net as time runs out. Well, another good opportunity for the Cats, but nothing to show for it on the scoreboard. So after 2, Knights 1, Cats nothing. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Try to give me that. Do you have a phone? My phone? Nate's phone. Yeah. Try to get it to Carter when he leaves. So that's gonna be the first thing on his phone. What? Well, that's the first thing on my mom. I'll give it to you. You can run it over there. I will. Okay. I don't want to wait for him in the locker room. We break it. When you don't remember.
All right, welcome back, Cat. Get a face-off circle violation. Sabbath will take the face-off. Comes back to Roberto, though, and he'll just push it down deep. It's Merchant. It's on the floor check. That's fed out, and to Lewis. Lewis up to Merchant. If you're wondering why some of these D-lines comes to Gamma's. Gamma's shot goes just wide. Sabbath is able to recover it, feeds it back to the center. Now Merchant has it. Merchant puts it back down. Gamma's the hit. Back to the front of the net. Gamma's shot goes wide. Merchant sidesteps the hit. Or maybe he takes the hit. Depends on how you look at it. Comes back down to the half boards. Gamma's dumps it deep. Held in by Thali. Now Thali intercepts it, puts it back in. Now stretch pass, but Lewis is back. 2-on-1 developing. Cross ice, just missed. And the one-timer, it was there. Now Thali locks up with his man. Cuts pass to the center. Finds Gamma's instead. Here comes Roberto up the left-hand side. Roberto's going to go outside. He'll go wide. Gamma's circles behind that. Wrap around. Nets off. They're saying nets off. There's the shot. I can hear nets off from down here. I didn't see the referee make any changes to the net, so maybe it wasn't off. And that's why we didn't get the whistle blowing down. Face off to Bell. Bell puts it down low. Merchant, or maybe Shackart, fed up to Wetzel. Wetzel comes in, shot loose in front, but now taken by the Knights. Bell takes it off the skate. Wetzel with the poke check. Taken by Koschel. Koschel goes behind the net with the puck. Fed back around to Wetzel. Wetzel sidesteps a hit. That pass, get it down for icing. Here comes your forward line. They're going to let him do it. Usually referees would tell him no. Comes through now, taken by Horman. Horman up the left-hand side. Horman, Braden tries to go to the center. Shot, score! Terrific effort by Braden Horman. Picked that up behind the net. Came all the way through, made a move. And then as he was falling, was able to shoot and sneak that one in. So with 12:15, tied at 1. Bouncing puck back to Lawley. Lawley to Kim. Kim has it, indirects, finds Horman again. Horman feeds it to Kim. Kim now with 2 players. Fed across. Lawley gets a stick on it. Lawley tries to cut back, but that's cut off. Comes through, and now Kim has it. Kim tries to cut to the center. That's going to be offsides. puck got held up there at the blue line. Gammas will take this draw. Gammas works it over to Lewis. Lewis feeds it up to Merchant. Merchant, he'll just push it in deep from the center. Now on the forecheck, Merchant, Alfers, both there. Chipped around and up and out. That'll be icing. Inside out move, couple of moves, now back to the center. Koschel. Now down low. Battle for it there on the half boards. Now it comes to Thalia. Thalia chips it. Up and out, recovered by the Knights. They'll come up. Costadina comes in. Now here come the Knights in. All the way through. Cross ice feed loose in front. Curry is able to push that aside. Good rush there by the Knights. Now wraparound try, and in the feet, referee lost sight of it. Knights player pleading, saying, no, the puck was right there. And the referee says it doesn't matter. I'm the only one who matters. Just because you see it. So a couple good pushes there by the Knights in response. Face off. Baxter up the right-hand side. David now cuts back looking for Kim, but just ahead of him. Looked like it's going to be covered up, but it comes all the way through. Now Wetzel shot looking for Kim. Rebound shot by Baxter goes just wide. And David holds his hands up on his head. And then hopefully that will not be the case tonight as that comes up and out to Harmon. Harmon intercepts it. Now Baxter has it. Baxter, he's going to go wide. Flip it deep, and unfortunately into the net, so we'll get the stoppage. Referee's getting a new puck. Harmon's there. Cut over Bell. Harmon. Now Harmon cuts to the middle over to the Baxter shot. Rebound. Held in momentarily. Now it does come out. And here come the Knights up. 3-on-2 if they hurry, but they leave the puck behind. Baxter backhands it, but taken by the Knights. Bell. So that's going to get a penalty call. No, looked like a player maybe just blew a tire. Let's go back, take a look. See if Bell gets his stick in the skates. No, it looks clean. But referees get one look at it, not always the best angle. I could definitely see how that could be seen the way the player's skates come out of them, but Knights have it. They'll rim it around. Lewis will be the first one there. He'll go up, finds Shackart. Shackart backhands it up, finds Kochel. Kochel comes in. Zach goes wide, but has that knocked off his stick. Here come the Knights back the other way. Cross ice feed, comes off a skate. And now here comes Kochel again. Kochel's just going to go wide and push it deep. Shackart in pursuit. Drop pass. Now here come the Knights in. Come all the way through. Lawley chops at it. Knocked down with the glove. To the corner they go. Lawley feeds that up and out to Kochel. He'll chip it up. Cross ice feed, doesn't connect, and that'll be offsides. Face off. Knights get it, they'll enter the zone. Cross along the blue line, now drop to the point. Down low, doesn't connect. Costadina with a nice reach is able to get that. And now here comes Nate up the right-hand side. He'll gain center ice, put it on net, loose, and Gamez's poke goes just wide. That puck sat there in front of the Knights goalie. Gamez poked at it. The guy will get a little piece of it. And now Gamez feeds it across to Gonzalez. Gonzalez puts it in deep. 6 seconds left. Or 26 seconds, excuse me. On the minor. To Bell. Knights come all the way through. Drop it. Now that shot goes wide. Costadina's first one there. Costadina is able to work that puck away. Good stick by Nate. He'll go up off the glass. Goes indirect, looking to get to Harmon. Harmon's able to reach it. Now Harmon goes behind the net and still with it. Cats back at full strength. Harmon looking for a penalty. Doesn't get a call. Now here come the Knights all the way through. But that rolls off a stick. Baxter feeds it over to Kim. Here comes Kimmer up the right-hand side. He's going to go inside out now wide. Pulls back up in the corner. Centers. Comes through. Harmon backhand shot. Another whack at it and covered up. All tied at 1 here, 5:58, period number 3. Third period goal by Braden Harmon tied it. Comes back just past Bell. Now it's a race for it. Bell's able to backhand it, but held in at the blue line. Now pushed down deep by the Knights. Comes up and around to Alfers. Here comes Wetzel. Wetzel to the center to Kochel. Kochel just goes wide with the puck. It is Alfers in pursuit. That comes up high off the glass all the way back to Wetzel. Wetzel indirect, but puck's fed right back to him. Wetzel, nice reverse. Now here comes Wetzel, cross ice feed. Looking for Merchant. Merchant, though, had that just tipped off his stick and up into the bench for the stoppage. One back by Gamez to Lawley. Lawley comes back. Lawley goes over to Lewis to Gamez. Shackart cutting to the center, shot, turned aside. Sabbath is there. Sabbath tries to drop it. Now it comes to Sabbath. Sabbath shot, glove save. Sabbath able to dig that out of the half boards, came out. Tried to go far post. Comes up, Lawley chips it in deep. Gamez reverses it. Sabbath is there. Now here come the Knights. They'll feed it back out. Breakaway comes in. Backhand shot. Curry with the save. Reese Curry's had to face a couple different breakaways, and now I get the stoppage. Let's go back, take a look. Curry with the big push across. Keep this top. Face off. One, here come the Knights into the zone, but too early, that'll be offsides. Harmon steps in. Backhanded in. Costadina back. Nate feeds it up, but intercepted in the corner by the Knights. Knights have it. They'll feed it up to the point. Pushed right back in. Costadina, first one there. They'll feed it up. Finds Baxter. Baxter, one touch, gets it over to Harmon. Tried to touch it over to Kim. It didn't work. Now, Knights get it back, or sorry, Cats get it back. Now here come the Knights up with speed. Costadina gets a skate in. That comes all the way through, and Curry's just a storm brewing around Reese. With a lot of white jerseys. .327 here, period 3, tied at 1. Zach Koschel steps in, and the dot shot goes off the pad. Rebound shot goes wide. Now it comes to Koschel, is able to knock that down. Koschel feeds it up to Alfers. Alfers takes it off his skate, but has it roll just out of his reach. Cross ice feed comes all the way through. That'll be icing. All right, so clean win, shot, Wetzel tips all the way through, turned aside, rebound, now behind the net, comes up to the half boards. Koschel's there, now down low, shot, turned aside, that came right to Gonzalez. Alfers still battles with it, that's going to be iced again. And Cats will get it. They're going to send out Gamma and Lewis. Gammas wins that, but taken by the Knights as they'll just dump it in deep. Comes all the way around. Lewis, first one there. Avoids the hit, gets it up to Merchant. Merchant tries to feed it forward. Taken by the Knights, shot blocked. Now it comes to Merchant, but held in at the blue line. Glove down. Lawley gets a stick on it. He'll just go off the boards and get it up and out to Gamez. Gamez, toe drag, now up back to the outside. Roberto shot goes just up and wide. Lewis races in. He chops at it, holds it at the blue line, but now it does come out. And now fed back in, that'll be offsides. Face off, won by the Knights. Pass comes through, tipped, Lewis back, he's got company. Lewis absorbs a hit now. Comes all the way through, Lawley knocks it aside. Here comes Kim. Kim gonna go cross ice, but good stick. Now fed in, here comes Horman. Horman still with the puck, comes down low. Lawley gets it on the boards. Lawley cuts the center. Lawley's gonna strip one, and it goes up into the netting. Minute 24 left. And we're going to get a penalty call, cross-checking, and so we're going to get a power play here. With a minute 24 left, and now we're going to get a timeout. As the Cats will go on the power play for the last minute 24 of this game. Now we've seen this very aggressive penalty kill for the AHU Knights. Will have to make sure that Bobcats are aware of that and don't want to give up any shorthanded opportunities, but by the same token, have a great opportunity here to put one in late in the period and take a lead. So it'll be Horman, Baxter, and Kim, Lawley, and Costadina. Face off to the right of the goalie. Braden Horman will take it. Horman steps in. Horman has that come down low, held in by Costadina, takes a hit, and now here comes the Knights out. Good stick by Kim. Gets her into Horman. Braden winds up. Horman is going to come in. He'll come on the outside. Try to go low. Knocked off his stick. Puck's fed up, but right back in now. Fed up and out to the Knights. Good stick by Costadina, but nobody back yet. That comes all the way through to Kim. Kim's going to feed it up to Baxter. Here comes Baxter up with 40 seconds left. Baxter goes wide. Baxter tries to feed it through to Lawley. Lawley to the corner. Lawley drops it, centering pass right into the slot. Now it's going to be fed down. Let's see if it's going to come on net. So, but fed right back to Lawley. Lawley is going to come in. Lawley, he's going to go wide. Sharp angle shot, doesn't connect. Back up to Costadina. Over to Kim. 17 seconds left. That comes up and out.
Shoot!
Drop it back to Kim. Down to Lawley. Lawley, shot, turnaround shot. Goes behind the net, and that is it. So a 1-1 tie here in Gilbert. That's how we'll end. Thanks for joining us here. We're going to get a discussion with what they're talking about. Players are going back to the bench. They're deciding what kind of overtime they're going to do here. So, got some extra time. Is it going to be 3v3? All these games, of course, are exhibitions, so the rules of the league can be made up, and apparently made up. Oh, and now they're getting the no, we're not going to do it signal from the referee. Referee says, I don't get paid extra for you guys to make up new overtime rules. I see Sabbath pleading, saying, please let us play 3-on-3. We would love to play 3-on-3. We will be nice. We won't yell at you anymore. Referees are like, nope, sorry boys. We've got things to do on a Sunday, which don't include. Well, but now, Sabbath pleading with the AHU bench, so maybe it's AHU who's saying they don't want to play. Well, but now, maybe the pleas are going to pay off. The referees are over talking to the scorekeeper. Oh, maybe we're doing a shootout, and that's what Sabby really wants, to get an opportunity to do a shootout. He showed us the quick release snapper that he would do. A lot of discussions here for what you would think would be a simple, let's have a shootout. Sabby's ready. The goalie from AHU is ready. I say we just go. What do we need to wait for? We can call the goals from here. Sabby's ready. But the referees go back to the scorekeeper. Now the referees are going to get in position. So maybe we are going to get a shootout. The music goes away. Wait for the whistle, and now we do get the whistle, so a shootout coming your way. Here comes Sabbath, goes to the outside, now cuts to the center, shot goes just wide. Now we're rolling here, not even waiting, we're just getting whistles. Here comes the Knights in. Backside inside, Curry with the save. We don't know how many. Oh, they're going fast. Comes Merchant in. Merchant. Backhand inside out. Score! Jackson Merchant. Puts one in. Now here we go back the other way. Oh, inside out move. Curry just got a piece of it. Looks like it's going to be Gonzalez. Gonzalez, couple toe drags, shot, score! And apparently that's a winner. From Gonzalez. Take a look at it. Couple pull to the forehands and then just a quick snapper. And that is how we'll end here. Cats go on to win 2-1 in the shootout. Thanks for joining us here. Have a great rest of your Sunday. Until then, I'm Jason Molly.